Hi guys, welcome back to a new Boom Beach video. Today I'm on my little starting over account, going to be attacking the Lunar New Year Crab. So it's going to be interesting. By the way, if any of you guys have seen these offers, some of them are pretty good. So this one here, 30 days, extra builder, $10. That's not too bad. Probably wouldn't want to do this. $50, that's crazy expensive. But before you purchase any, make sure you guys are entering code Cosmic, of course, into the shop to support us before you purchase anything. Okay, let's jump into it. I'll train up my troops on the next attack. This first attack is just pretty much barting down the core. So level 51, I guess, versus Mega Crab. I think last time I did Mega Crab on my low level account, I was probably like level 50, 49. So it hasn't been too long since I've done one of these. I really like attacking Mega Crab though on this account because it's just so fun, you know. Oh, we have like 90% off all troops as well. Yeah, I think it's a lot of fun because my main account, you know, I'm a lot higher level. A lot of these bases are easier. All of these bases are easier because I am a higher level. So it's fun to jump on a lower level account, an account that doesn't have everything maxed out, an account that I was gonna say an account that has better or worse statues, but I think this account might actually have better offensive statues than my main account, simply because on my main account I have, I think, like double the amount of resource reward statues. But anyway, this account is weaker, so it's more of a challenge for me, and I like challenges. I don't like winning every base when it's super easy. So yeah, we're gonna boost up. I want to get a big upgrade done. Mega Crab gives you a lot of loot as a lower level, but honestly, if you're a higher level, mid to higher level, it doesn't really give you a lot of loot unless you push for like 2 hours. That's the thing about Mega Crab. At a higher level, it takes a long time. I mean, at any level, it takes a long time. You have 40 attacks to do. Each attack could take 3 minutes. That's a long period of time of just straight attacking, and I would say 3 minutes is, I mean, it might average out to 3 minutes per an attack, but I mean, it takes a while. It takes a lot of time. So if each attack does take 3 minutes and there's 40 attacks, that's 110 minutes. That's about 2 hours. Not too bad. And at a higher level, it's even harder, or it takes even longer. I'm just trying to think about my math. That was right. 40, no, it's 120. What am I doing? I can't do math. Yeah, so it's 120. That is exactly 2 hours. So if each attack takes you 3 minutes and there's 40 attacks total that you get, but that's not counting the attack you win back. If you lose every attack, it'll take you 2 hours if each attack takes you 3 minutes. But the truth of the matter is, you're going to do way more than 40 attacks, which I kind of forgot about. So honestly, it's going to take you a while. I think for me on my main account, when I'm just trying to use up all my attacks in a push way, so I mean, I can use up my attacks and drop troops and retreat and whatever. That's fine. It doesn't take as much time, but I've noticed it takes me about 4 to 5 or 4 to 6 hours if I'm on my main account actually trying to push, and that takes a lot of time and a lot of effort out of you. So Mega Crab is not something that is easy at all. Yeah, it takes a lot. And how did this come up? And bringing it back to the loot discussion, if you are going to be doing 80 attacks in Mega Crab, it takes a long time. It takes a long time, but you do get loot. So that's kind of where this whole topic came up from. You get a lot of loot if you get up that high, but at a lower level, like I might get 50,000 stone from this one base, and it's like, okay, that's not the greatest, you know. But if you're a lower level player, this amount of loot is actually really, really good. And I think even higher level players, if they cleared the whole map and they still need loot to get these big upgrades done, Mega Crab is just this extra injection of loot back into the game. You know, it's really smart for Boom Beach to bring out these daily and monthly events because they can regulate the amount of loot in circulation from these big events. So let's say they look at their stats, they probably have stats on how much loot is in the game circulating right now, and they say, okay, stone, we're running out of stone. So the deficit keeps, or the amount of stone being won and lost keeps dropping, which means people are getting upgrades done, people are moving along, the amount of stone is dropping. They have this whole feature in the game to inject loot back into it. Let's just raise the amount of stone by 20,000 for Dr. T this week, and boom, your loot, your amount of stone gets back into the game. Now, that's kind of how I envision it. I have no clue if that's actually their thought process or if it's all just generated. I mean, they can easily generate the amount of loot these bases are giving based off of how much loot is circulating. So that could all be automated, or it could be manual, or they might not even be looking at that, which I think would be not good, because I mean, it's a lot of data that you are collecting. You might as well use it and try to help players, because there are times in Boom Beach when a certain level range, a certain medal range or experience range even, is out of loot for a specific loot. So for example, after we got HQ25, there was an extreme stone deficit. A lot of people needed stone, and that sucks because it's kind of like a circular thing, a downward spiral, because a lot of people need stone because they're getting these upgrades done. So when they attack players, you're not getting as much stone, so then you can't get these upgrades done, and you kind of just spiral out of control. So Boom Beach has to, I feel like they have to be looking at the amount of loot in the game and bringing that loot back, or increasing loot, increasing the supply during these daily events. But I don't know. All I know is Mega Crab doesn't give the greatest amount of loot. So it would be nice if it was higher, but I'm not complaining too much because it's a cool event. Mega Crab used to be, this is weird because I feel like it was just yesterday. I would say it's probably like 3 years ago. Mega Crab, you used to attack it every like 3 hours. You would get a new attack, and you didn't get all 40 attacks up at once. You got them every 3 hours. It would max out at like 3 or 4 or something. What was it? 3, 2. I don't know. Anyway, it was very easy to waste attacks because you let your attacks stack up too much, and then the timer wouldn't be going for you. It's kind of like the warship chess. It's exactly like the warship chess, where you can very easily miss out on a lot of attacks because you're just not playing Boom Beach, and that was a pain because you are using way more power powder, and at the time way more diamonds to do Mega Crab, because you got one attack every 3 hours instead of all 40 attacks up at once. You can knock it out in 1 or 2 full boosts. So I don't know. Let me know which one you guys liked more, because I know a lot of players are still playing Boom Beach from that era. I mean, it wasn't too long ago, it was a few years ago, but I mean, a lot of people still remember that. So which way of Mega Crab do you like more? Do you like that more, where you get an attack every 3 hours and you don't feel like, oh, 40 attacks, that's 3 or 4 hours of my life I have to carve out for Boom Beach if you're trying to push? Or do you like getting all 40 attacks at once and having that time you can find any time that weekend to do your attacks? I don't know. But anyway, let's move on from this topic. I just got my Art of Supercell book, which I don't know if you guys have seen any other people unbox theirs or open it up or show it, but I'm gonna be making a little series. There's a lot of stuff, or I'll give you some context first. So the Art of Supercell book is this like art book that kind of outlines Supercell's thought process for different, all the Supercell games. So Heyday, Boom Beach, Clash of Clans, Clash Royale, Rush Wars, all these Boom Beach games It kind of shows you their thought process, it shows you their design process, and they basically sent out one of these books to all of the YouTubers and their like NDA club, their creator club. So I got my hands on one of these books, and I really want to show you all the Boom Beach section. It's like 30 pages long of content. So I'm going to be doing like a little mini series, probably not every day, but just trying to show you guys that stuff, because there's a lot of stuff that I think no one has heard of before. So I want to try to give you guys that content. So probably next video, I'll do one of these a couple days, 2 days from now. You guys can watch that. So if you guys are not subscribed, definitely subscribe. It's a lot of cool stuff, a lot of no like future predictions of the game. It's more just like a history of Boom Beach with really cool graphics, and we get to see the developers and the designers behind Boom Beach and kind of how they built this game, which is incredible. I mean, just to spoil it a little bit, what they had in the very early days of Boom Beach is nothing like they have now. I mean, the gameplay is pretty much the same, but the graphics have changed so much, and it is incredible like how good this game looks now based on what it looked like in 2012, 2013 when they were designing and creating it. And obviously like every game goes through that, where it sucks in the beginning and eventually graphics like get better as they have more designers. But it's incredible just how much better the game looks now versus how it looked 8 years ago. So I am very excited to show you guys that. It'll be coming soon. Definitely stick around for that. And in other news, we are going to be doing a giveaway soon on some other Supercell goods in our Discord server. So if you're 13 or over, a link is down below. You guys can join our server, and we'll be doing those giveaways soon. It's worldwide. I think we're opening it up to all members. It'll be probably starting later this week. I'm talking with our admins. Harry is the guy that runs our Discord, and he is getting it all set up. So it's an exciting time. I have a lot of content coming for you guys. Jimmy has a lot coming for you guys. I didn't quite get enough loot to do any big upgrades. We'll just do a rocket launcher. That's somewhat big. I still need to get my landing crabs done. This account is kind of lacking, and I think that's okay because I'm really trying to focus on my HQ25 account, getting that maxed out. So I hope you all enjoyed. Drop a like if you did, and I'll talk to you guys next time. Bye.